this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the controversial life of R. Kelly. From his abandoned mansion that's become a ghostly relic of his past, to the impact on his children and wife, and what's left of his once staggering net worth. Buckle up as we uncover the highs and lows of one of R&B's most notorious figures. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the rich and famous. Robert Sylvester Kelly, as Kelly's full name is, was born in Chicago, Illinois, on January 8, 1967. Kelly was raised in a low-income family in the Chicago South Side neighborhood of Bronzeville. His mother, singer JoAnn Kelly, was a single mother to her children. Kelly's childhood was characterized by both personal and financial hardships. Kelly demonstrated a strong interest in music at a young age. He studied at Kenwood Academy in Chicago, where Lena McLin, his music instructor, urged him to follow his gift. Kelly started performing in the streets and the Chicago L subway system during these early years, honing his craft and creating his distinctive sound that would eventually combine R&B. Kelly's musical career was greatly influenced by his early Chicagoan life. Kelly overcame many obstacles to become one of the most significant figures in modern R&B music, despite facing numerous challenges throughout his career, including claims of sexual misconduct and legal troubles. Although his controversial personal life has overshadowed his work, it has received critical acclaim and commercial success. Kelly established his reputation in the music business by releasing a number of popular albums and singles in the 1990s and 2000s. His mother, a vocalist and devoted Baptist, was a major influence on his early development and musical tastes. Kelly and his siblings were raised by her as a single parent in the Chicago South Side neighborhood of Bronzeville. Kelly's family, who lived in a low-income neighborhood, experienced financial hardships. Kelly's mother instilled a love of music in her from a young age, despite facing many challenges as she worked hard to support her children. Kelly, who would later credit JoAnn as his first musical inspiration, was greatly influenced by the gospel singer JoAnn, who gave frequent performances in neighborhood churches. Kelly did not have a father figure in his home because his father did not exist. His upbringing, socioeconomic difficulties, and this absence added to his turbulent childhood. Kelly has talked about going through difficult times as a child, including being sexually abused by a female relative and a family friend. These experiences had a deep and long-lasting effect on Kelly. Kelly had academic difficulties in school and was identified as having a learning disability, which made it challenging for him to write and read. He used music as a means of expression and comfort in spite of these obstacles. His music instructor at Kenwood Academy in Chicago, Lena McLin, saw his potential and pushed him to take music seriously. She was a major influence in his early career, helping him hone his musical taste and vocal abilities. Kelly's early exposure to singing in churches and performing on Chicago's streets and subway system contributed to the creation of his unique sound, which fused gospel, soul, and R&B. His complicated personal life and artistic abilities were shaped by his upbringing in a musically diverse but economically impoverished environment. The hardships Kelly encountered as a single-parent child, in addition to being abused and having learning disabilities, had an impact on both his music and his frequently turbulent personal life. Despite these obstacles, he achieved success and became one of the most well-known R&B singers of his era. However, a number of sexual misconduct-related accusations and legal troubles have clouded his legacy. R. Kelly's early hobbies and skills, which predicted his success in the music business later in life, have their roots in his early years and formative years. A number of pivotal factors significantly influenced his trajectory towards becoming a prosperous R&B performer. 1. Family musical influence. JoAnn Kelly, Kelly's mother, was a singer who gave concerts in nearby churches. Kelly was profoundly impacted by her early exposure to gospel music and other musical influences. His early exposure to music fueled his love of singing and performing. 2. Gospel music and the church choir. Kelly first heard gospel music when he joined the church choir. His vocal skills were greatly aided by the vocal expressiveness and emotional depth of gospel singing. He also developed a sense of performance and audience connection as a result of this experience. 3. His music teacher's encouragement. Kelly's music teacher, Lena McClin, saw his talent when he was a student at Kenwood Academy in Chicago. She was instrumental in helping him develop his musical skills and in motivating him to pursue a career in music. Kelly's confidence was greatly increased and his vocal abilities were greatly improved by McClin's mentoring. 4. Exhibiting in public and subway. Kelly performed in the Chicago L subway system and on the streets, honing his craft. He was able to hone his stage presence, interact with a variety of audiences, and obtain real-world live performance experience thanks to these early appearances. His approach to performance, which was grassroots in nature, helped him become a more resilient and adaptable artist. 5. Participation in talent shows. Kelly demonstrated his songwriting and vocal skills at a number of regional talent events. His early recognition and confidence in his musical abilities were strengthened by his victories in multiple of these competitions. 6. The impact of soul legends and R&B. Legendary R&B and soul performers like Sam Cooke, Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye had an impact on Kelly. He took inspiration from their sound for his own compositions by studying their music and performance techniques. His distinctive R&B, soul, and gospel-infused style was shaped by this fusion of influences. 7. Initial group formation. Kelly got his start in group dynamics and harmony in high school when he and his friends started MGM, Musically Gifted Men. Understanding the collaborative elements of music production and performance was greatly aided by this experience. 8. Composition and orchestration. Kelly showed off his songwriting ability at a young age by starting to write his own songs. He also picked up the piano, which turned out to be a crucial instrument in his compositions. His versatility as an artist was demonstrated by his ability to write, compose, and produce his own music. These early passions and skills not only predicted Kelly's success later in life, but they also established his unique sound and method of approaching music. Despite the controversies that eventually overshadowed his career, he became one of the most influential R&B artists of his generation thanks to his ability to combine emotional depth, vocal prowess, and songwriting skill in his work. R. Kelly, the R&B singer, has owned several properties over the years, notably some luxurious mansions. Here are a few of the notable ones. 1. Olympia Fields, Illinois Mansion. This suburban Chicago mansion was one of Kelly's primary residences. It featured amenities like a private lake, indoor pool, and basketball court. The property became infamous due to legal issues and was reportedly foreclosed and sold. 2. Johns Creek, Georgia Mansion. R. Kelly also owned a mansion in the affluent suburb of Atlanta. This property was lavish, with multiple bedrooms, a theater, and extensive grounds. This mansion was also subject to legal troubles and was eventually sold. 3. Hinsdale, Illinois home. Kelly owned a home in Hinsdale, another upscale Chicago suburb. This property was smaller than the Olympia Fields mansion but still luxurious. Due to his legal and financial troubles, many of these properties have been sold or foreclosed. For updated and detailed information, you might need to check recent real estate records or news articles. Despite his legal issues, Kelly's influence on R&B and hip-hop is undeniable. He paved the way for blending genres and set a high bar for vocal performance and production. Complex legacy, his music continues to be both celebrated for its artistic value and scrutinized due to his personal conduct. The debate over separating art from the artist is ongoing in his case. R. Kelly's journey in the music industry is a complex narrative of talent, success, and controversy. While his musical contributions have left an indelible mark on the industry, his legacy is critically examined in light of his legal and personal challenges.